We always show you love. It's what we do. It's what we do. On the Kenny Smoov Morning Show.
From the L to the O to the B to the E.
92Q, the best mix of R&B, doing what we do each and every Friday. Show some love here to the local peoples in the community, doing a whole lot of cool things. So, Local Love on your radio right now, and Sissy Brown's going to break down who we have in the studio.
Today we have Agency Director Kia Jarmon. She's the Agency Director for MEPR Agency. Welcome to the show.
What up?
Thank you for being on Local Love.
I've been knowing Kia Jarmon for a long time.
Have
Yeah, man. When she's a little puppy, now she's the pit bull on the porch barking.
You're so kind.
Now she's the Agency Director. Tell us about what an Agency Director does and what MEPR Agency is.
Yes, so I'm agency director. That means I own it. And my job is to hire, fire, lead client engagement, that type of work. And what MEPR Agency is, we're a boutique public relations and community engagement firm. We work with businesses, nonprofits, and government agencies really to make sure that they're connecting with all types of people. Because while we love, radio, or we love print, or we love television, people don't always get their information from there. So it has to be both and, right? It's why you all do multimodal work, right? You online, you have the online piece, you have the social media piece, you're out in the street, talking to people on the streets. You have to make sure you're connecting right at the heartbeat of where people are. And so I make sure that our campaigns do that.
So what are some of your concepts for your clients? Like if you have someone that might be like us and you say, what do you study about us or what do you figure out to put us in the right perspective of the business?
Yeah, so I get all in your business. So we're very strategic. And what that means is we're business first. So we're people centered, which means I'm going to come and figure out who your audience is first. But then I'm also going to talk about the business. And so what's the business goals and the strategic goals and objectives you have as an organization? Whether that be as, the big organization, whether that be this station, or whether that be you all as the show leaders. And then I want to figure out how we can align our communication programs with those. Because it's not just good enough for me to say, oh, that's great, let's do a social media campaign, let's do a blitz. And that's not really where your people are, and that's not really in alignment with what your strategic objectives are for your business. Because ultimately, we want to make sure that we're helping you to grow the business in some way, or the business of what you're doing.
So is it entrepreneurs or is it already established businesses? Who do you actually work with?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. So I want to decipher two things first. One, entrepreneurs don't have to necessarily be in business. I think that is a real confusion sometimes in the market. People say, I'm an entrepreneur. That means I got to have a business. No, you can be entrepreneur in another organization. So that's one thing. We work with established businesses. Most of our organizations have been in business 3 years up to 50 years. And we want to make sure of that because we want you to have some real longevity and investment in what it is that you're going to be doing. If you're brand spanking new, oftentimes you're not quite ready for the full package of what we're talking about. But when you are ready, then we're ready to go.
So is it a contracted thing?
Yes.
It's all contracted. So there's a certain amount of time.
You got to get that money, man.
So you're not consistently like working with them like they hire someone and they pay them a fee to be there all the time. So it's as you go?
Yeah, so it works two ways. One is per project, which is what you're talking about, right? So you come in and you say, over a certain amount of time, I want to get this accomplished.
Okay.
And then we can create whatever concept or campaign we want to come up with for that. That's perfect. In other worlds, sometimes we work with businesses 5 or 10 years because my job as an entrepreneur, so I am an entrepreneur and a small business owner, is to make sure I fix problems. So I am a professional problem solver. All I do all day is figure out how do I solve other people's challenges.
Like Olivia Pope.
Well, there's a real life person named Judy Smith, but I often hear that. But it really is about how we solve problems, how we innovatively think, how we're disruptive in our space, but also for me, how we're inclusive and how we communicate. Because all types of people need to hear information, not just one type of person who can read the paper or who have the privilege to have a car and listen to you all on the radio. Right? That's a really privileged space to live in. So I want to make sure all types of people on the bus stop they can get your information too.
Okay.
So would you say your business is more, helping people to get their strategic goals met, or are you skating to the puck, if you will, to kind of predict this is where you want to go and kind of help them along that way?
So we do both, and I think that's a fair assessment, right? So we want to look at your strategic goals, and my job is to really be that blind spot detector. You say you want to do something, and then you start going down the wrong path, or a path that you didn't say you want to do. I'm going to bring us back to where we need to be. At the same time, if you're consistently saying this is, and we're seeing that the trends are, or the trend will be, because again, entrepreneurially, I can look and see where we're going, then that means that, okay, we need to start making some moves for that too. So we can do both and. I think that's what vision looks like, right? Being able to look at a vision today, short term, but then also being able to landscape and look further out. That's really important.
Okay, and this is Kia Jarmon, the agency director of MEPR Agency. If you want to reach her, the phone number is 615-592-6377, and Instagram is at
MEPR Agency or Kia Jarmon.
Which is KIAJARMON. The website is www.mepragency.com.
Man, you know what? You got to invest in what it is that you're doing. And, some people may look at this and think it's boutique, but it's not. It's something that's going to help you move along. And it's good to know that we have people in Nashville, that understand various communities and can get you connected to the dots that you want to get connected to. So thank you for coming in, because that's what Local Love is all about, is educating people. Hey, these people are here.
You didn't know she was here.
You didn't know she was here. She is here. Olivia Pope is here.
Oh, my
Okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Thank y'all for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.